Okay, Taurus, I am so annoyed. I'm so annoyed. I don't know if this is your energy. I don't know what this is, but the messages that are coming through, like, I'm so annoyed on somebody's behalf. Like, I can't tell you. So, for the intuitive messages, if this isn't your story and it's not somebody that you know, just skip straight to the card reading if it's not resonating, or listen along if you're just enjoying the story. But, what I'm getting today, Taurus. And like in your last reading, you had that connection. And I feel like there's a connection here where somebody is helping someone get through something. And it's coming through as kind of a spillover from the Aries reading. So again, I don't know if it's Aries Taurus cusp, or if I'm just picking up on something that is like part of the collective, like maybe one specific person's story that I keep picking up on across readings. I don't know what's going on here, but Aries yesterday had this stuff about addiction or substance misuse in all their songs. And then the song that I channeled sort of last night was Scars by Papa Roach. Somebody else had this. I can't remember who. I need to go and look that back up. So what's coming through is that there's a connection. Now, it's not the connection that came through last week. This is a different connection. I think it's the guy, the masculine energy from that reading that is dealing with this. But again, masculine energy doesn't have to be a male person. However you resonate, take it as take it as it fits, but it's a masculine energy. Compassion's in my nature. My weakness is that I care too much. I can't help you fix yourself. Go fix yourself. I've tried to help you once against my own judgment. At least I can say I tried. I'm sorry. I've got to move on with my own life. So this is like, it's coming through. The way it's coming through, and I'll explain why in a moment, is that there's a relationship, two people, probably who have been in some kind of romantic relationship, possibly a long-term relationship. Doesn't have to be. It could be like siblings or, a friend or something. But I do think it is probably sexual. So it's not going to be family then, is it? Some dumbass. However, it's coming through. So calling myself names now. I think this person is calling themselves names as well. I think this person is being manipulated. I think they're being, I was getting gaslighting through for another reading. I think they're being emotionally manipulated by this other person, because this other person is an addict, and an addict can sometimes be the sort of person who will do anything because they prioritize their addiction. So if that means that they have to manipulate somebody in order to keep a roof over their head, or in order to be in a place where they can keep feeding that addiction, they're going to manipulate people. That's not love, okay? Somebody needs to hear this. So yeah, somebody is seeing now what's happening, because this person is very, very compassionate. The person who is trying to help the person who has some sort of, and it could be some sort of emotional addiction, sexual addiction, it could be anything, but it was coming through as substance misuse yesterday. So this person who's very, very compassionate is like, they're the sort of person who can't just let somebody sink. They have to try and help. They have to, they're a bit of a sucker for helping people, I would say, in the nicest way possible. Another song that came through for you this morning was A Little Bit of Love by Kesha. And the way that this song is coming through now is this is the person manipulating the masculine energy. She puts on a little girly voice. She's like, I'm a little bit drunk. So it's like, I just need a little bit of love tonight. So I'm a little bit drunk. And then this person keeps falling for it. They keep being like, it's like, you only miss me, want to kiss me when I give you sad eyes. So they keep doing it. They keep coming in with this little baby girl voice and sad eyes. And this person falls for it. They're a sucker for it. My back has gone so hot. If this is you, if you're listening to this, you know that they're doing this to you. And so they keep letting them back in, and then they keep trying to help them, but then they're realising this manipulation, and now they're saying, they're standing up for themselves. I really feel this empowerment energy. I can't help you fix yourself. Go and fix yourself. I've tried to help you. At least I can say I've tried, but I've got to draw the line somewhere. I can't let you drag me down with you. I've got to move on with my own life, right? So... yeah, that Kesha song says, "Are we even still in love?" It's like this person's asking themselves, I'm not actually in love with this person anymore. Like, this isn't what love is. Like, yeah, they're standing up for themselves. It feels really, really good. It feels really, really empowered, but they're struggling. They're struggling because I think they've been emotionally manipulated by this person to the point where they don't have any confidence in themselves. You also got Mr. Jones, Counting Crows. It's like, I wish I was beautiful, you know, I wish, it's like having to get back into dating or something and feeling like having no self-confidence. It's like maybe you've been with this other person for a long time, you know, you're a bit older now, you kind of like feel a bit sort of not as hot as you used to be, something like this, where it's like you're not valuing yourself because perhaps this other person with this gaslighting energy has been emotionally abusing you. And I'm saying you, again, Taurus, this could be somebody around you. It doesn't have to be you. It could be somebody that you're supporting or a friend of yours, a parent, anything like this. Perhaps you've been screaming at this person, you know, get out of that relationship. It's toxic. And it is so bloody toxic. And I'm so annoyed with the person who's doing the manipulating. You're getting other songs through like Hit Me With Your Best Shot. So it's like, I don't know if this person's antagonizing to the point of provoking violence out of this other person. Obviously there's never any excuse for violence, but it's like a school bully where, you know, every single day for the entirety of the school life, this person pokes at you and pokes at you and pokes at you, and there's no evidence for emotional manipulation. You can't, it's really hard to evidence unless you keep a diary of what they said and what they did on each day, which if this is happening to you, I strongly advise that. You know, it can be very, very hard to prove, but that emotional abuse is incredibly damaging mentally. You know, gaslighting, people who do this can literally make the person think that they're going crazy. Which I'll come back to, but it's like that's when you finally get sick of it, when that bully pushes one too many buttons and you turn around and punch them, they have the physical evidence, right? They have like the black eye, the bloody nose, you know, and they can, and then you're the one that gets in trouble because I can hear my neighbour clapping. I don't know if they're listening, but then they're the one that gets in. You're the one that gets in trouble, even though this person has pushed you to the breaking point. So it's don't fall for that trap. It's like this person's goading you into doing it because they know that you'll be the one that gets in trouble then, especially if you're doing something like divorce courts or, you know, custody battles, because, you know, that's really going to strongly count against you. So somebody again needs to hear that. And then I'm just so annoyed with this person because it's like they're getting away with doing this, like emotional abuse. What else did you get? You got Smile by Taylor Parks. Now, the opening lines of that song, I didn't write them down. I can't remember them off the top of my head. But it says something about, like, it's saying something about being in that darkness, right? Not being able to see the light or something like that is kind of what I was picking up on from at that point. And I'd gone out for a walk and I was literally walking into a very low winter sun, absolutely beautiful day, like very milky liquid clouds. So the sun was like a massive, really low in the sky, this massive glare I could barely see. And so the words of the song were saying, it's so dark. It's like it's something like it was coming through like, it's so dark I can't see. And I was like, I can't see the sun, something like this. I can't see the light. And I was literally blinded by the light. It's like the light is there, you just can't see it because it's so bright. It's like the universe is just, or this love, right? This connection, this supportive connection, it's there. You might not be able to see it, but it's so strong. Like, it's like you can't see the wood for the trees because the light is so bright, it's blinding you. Perhaps somebody is literally seeing the light now. It's like they've realised what this relationship is doing. They've seen everything very, very clearly, but overwhelmed, something like that. So you had this supportive connection, which I feel probably is you, Taurus. I feel like you're this third party in this relationship. You're coming through as being a lifeline, a literal lifeline for this person as they go through whatever it is they're going through, as they try to leave this abusive, toxic relationship. Quite frankly, is the way it's coming through. I don't know if the female energy in that relationship necessarily realizes what they're doing. I think I don't even know if they know what they're doing themselves. They probably see themselves as the good person, but the behaviour is completely toxic. And I feel like, you know, the guy is he's probably not going to want to hear a bad word said about the female because he's so sympathetic. It's like that's what happens in abusive relationships, in toxic relationships. They create this codependency where the person who's the abused actually thinks that they're the bad person, they're the bad guy. Now I'm getting Bad Guy by Billie Eilish. Because that other person's so manipulative. And so when you try and say anything, when you try and point something out, that person's like, no, they're just going through something, you don't understand. But I think they understand, I think they see it now. And then this supportive relationship is keeping them afloat. And what else did I get? I got You're in Love with the Psycho by Kasabian, which I love that song. Like, every time it comes on, I can't help but sing and dance to it. It's so good. So it's like, this is how the guy feels, perhaps, like, to this supportive relationship, is you're in love with a psycho. Or it's saying to the guy, look, this relationship that you're with this other female is like really toxic. But to me, it's coming through as the supportive relationship, as a kind of flip side. It's because this person's been through so much, they're probably like mental breakdown point, right? Especially if they're trying to leave and they've got all the stress of that. It's like, I'm a crazy kind of thing. I feel like I'm going crazy. Probably needs therapy to undo all the emotional manipulation. But it's like, it's coming through as really, really positive. It's like, it's coming through really happy. And it's like, if this person loves you at your crazy, if this person loves you at your breaking point, if this person loves you at that lowest point, like, they're really, really good. They're really worth keeping. This is like divine justice. It's like the universe is saying to the guy, to the masculine energy who's been this compassionate energy to trying to support this person with the addiction. It's like, it's your turn now. It's your turn for someone to come in and support you at your lowest point. Okay, so it's, but this, because this masculine energy has been in the middle, they know, they probably think they don't deserve it, but they do. They deserve it more than anyone. And then it's like, yeah, it's like they appreciate it though, because I think they've been there, they've been in this person's shoes, so they know how to appreciate that compassionate energy. And it was kind of giving me Crazy by the Vapors as well. Crazy Don't Seem Crazy Anymore. I Don't Know What You're Waiting For. It feels like, yeah, it feels like this, your energy, I think, Taurus, I think this is you. I don't know. You could switch it around if you need to. But there is this supportive energy now, this healthier connection that's coming through. And yeah, I think it felt unbelievable at first, especially to the masculine energy who's so broken down. But it feels like divine justice coming in to fix the situation. Oh, right. I wasn't gonna go into that because I was like, I don't know if this is for Taurus or if it's a general energy that I'm picking up on. So I was thinking, if it comes up, I'll talk about it. And then that Kesha song came on and I was raging. I was like, this is the energy. I didn't need to tell Taurus about this. So there you go. That is what we're dealing with. So whether the cards are going to tell us a different story or reinforce this story, I don't know. We will see. I'm burning a lavender joss stick for you because I felt like I needed something that was going to soothe me and help me calm down. I've taken all my rings and jewellery off because I was in fighting mode, right? Yeah, bare hands are bare. That could mean something as well, like bearing all, nothing to hide. I'm just dragging up Spotify so we can randomise a song on camera for you. Come on, Spotify, you want to go slow. It's my internet at the moment. It's when it gets cold, when it's like wet and cold, my internet's like, oh, I can't be bothered. Like, I want to stay in bed. And I understand internet, I really, really do. So we're on my liked songs. I've got about 900 songs at this point on here. So what we get could be anything. I don't know. Best song we can give to Taurus, please, today. The best song we can give to Taurus. I'm sorry if it's an advert. Oh, Mouthwash. Oh, that is such a lovely song. Mouthwash by Kate Nash. It's like Accept Me for Who I Am. This is my face, covered in freckles, the occasional spot and something. Excuse me. This is my body, covered in skin. I'm going to listen to it as I tune into the energies and pick a few lyrics out for you, but go and listen to that song, Mouthwash by Kate Nash. I feel like this is that new connection coming in where it's like this person will love you at your worst and they love you authentically, I think. So gorgeous, gorgeous energy. Right, okay, I'm going to tune into the energies, listen to that song, and then we're going to pull some cards for you, Taurus. I'll be back in a moment. Okay, Taurus, sorry you've got the bonkers reading this week. Bonkers, yeah, crazy, right? Crazy don't seem crazy anymore. The weather today is very beautiful. It's kind of like all the weather all at once. It's kind of misty and foggy, and I was talking about those milky grey clouds, and then there's the fluffy white clouds and the blue sky. So it's like all the sky, that gorgeous like bright low sun that's just painting everything golden, like this old orange golden light. And then like I've seen so many birds out for my walk. There were so many birds, and all different types of birds as well, birds that I don't normally see. And I just feel like, oh, there was a rainbow. I saw a rainbow as well. So this is all really good omens for me. Right? If I'm going to interpret the sky for you today, Taurus, really good omens. I'm looking out my window, there's birds everywhere. Birds represent, a lot of the time, flying birds represent freedom to me. So I really feel like somebody's getting out of this toxic relationship that they've been kind of chained to. That Kate Nash song, yeah, it talks about this is my body, no matter how you try to disable it. So again, that hit me with your best shot is kind of coming through of I don't know if this person's taking the power back. It's like self-acceptance. Again, I'm talking masculine, feminine energy, but you can reverse that. So take the characters. It's just I have to have some way of communicating who's who. And that's the way it's coming through, but it could very easily be the opposite way around. So take it as it resonates. Something else I had to say to you, but it's completely gone. Godzilla, that's what it was, Godzilla. I heard Godzilla pretty more or less the same time that I was hearing Scars by Papa Roach. I got the word Godzilla. So I don't know, perhaps this is what somebody calls somebody, somebody, because Godzilla, right, is very, very destructive, very angry. So someone could call someone Godzilla, or, to the face or behind the back, I don't know. Or it could even be like an animal, a pet, right? A pet that comes in like a wrecking ball and it's like, oh, Godzilla, Godzilla's here. So I don't know, that could be relevant to somebody. Right, let's pull some cards. We've got the lavender burning, everything is fine, everything is calm. Let's go. So I'm back to the right side of my camera now, so I should be able to shuffle a bit more easily on camera. Can I get one spirit animal card, please, for Taurus today? One spirit animal card, please, for Taurus today. What is the best spirit animal card you can give for Taurus today? Oh, there you go. Snake spirit, time to heal. Absolutely. This snake is also shedding its skin, right? So it's shaking off the things that it doesn't need anymore, the things that have kind of dried up, and hold it back, keep it from being its best self. So it's shedding that old skin, the things it doesn't need anymore, revealing that new skin underneath. It's very much transformative energy for me today, the snake. Snakes are very interesting for me in the tarot. They come through lots of different messages, sometimes the good, sometimes the bad. This is your card. This is talking about you, Taurus, or the person viewing this reading. So time to heal. Underlying, we've got the squirrel spirit. That's so funny. The squirrels, I've been noticing them around again. The squirrels are trying to tell me something. Squirrel spirit, believe in yourself. Believe in me, because I need something to believe in. And I want to be someone who believes. That's Mr. Jones. Okay, I'm going to read both of these because I think, somebody needs to hear that believe in yourself card. But let's get to the snake first. Time to heal, and part of healing is learning to believe in yourself, right? 55. Again, fives are all about changes. So five symbolize change. Again, this is like this transformative energy. It's almost like butterfly energy, right? Coming out of the chrysalis. But also 5 add 5 equals 10, and 10s are about endings, drawing a line under a situation. So you have to, as you draw that line under whatever this situation from the past was, again, could be anything. We're doing a new open reading, so ending something, having this transformative period where you learn the lessons from the whatever happened, you know, whether you've just left a job, you know, and it's quite amicable. It's like, what did you learn from the job? What do you need to shake off and leave behind? So take it as it resonates. Let's read from the book. Time to heal. All of us need healing at times, and when the snake spirit appears, it is time to repair, renew, and replenish yourself and your vulnerable heart. Self-care and maintenance work are needed so that your vitality can arise. Give yourself the space to nourish your own well-being. Vulnerability is necessary for friendships and partnerships to work, which means all of us will have tender emotions at times. Be gentle with yourself and others now. Shed the past and step into a new way of being, for vitality is rising in you. Okay, I'm getting a message through with it being a snake and it's saying vitality. Again, could be picking up on that masculine energy again. Doesn't have to be. Take it as it resonates, leave anything that doesn't. It's a general reading. There's going to be lots of messages for lots of different people. So somebody could be... There could be something where somebody has been perhaps demasculinated in some way, like they've had the masculine power kind of stripped down. They probably don't have very much confidence in kind of either sexual matters or their own masculinity. So yeah, it's coming through definitely somebody who's it's coming through as like they'd count, because obviously I'm not a man. I don't have a phallic thing, so I'm trying to sympathize here and understand. It's coming through kind of to me like that Mr. Jones song, where it's like feeling quite worthless, feeling like, why would anyone be interested in me, especially if this is somebody getting back into the dating game. It's like, yeah, okay, whatever that is. I'm sure you know. It's rising in you though. Woohoo! Literally, it's so funny. One of the first songs I heard this morning was "Woohoo" by not, it's not called Woohoo, it's called Song 2 by Blur, and he goes woohoo, and in the computer game The Sims, woohoo is the word for sex. Right, okay, so it's like the screaming sex whenever I hear that song. This might be a good time to honour the work you have done to heal, grow and repair any damage within you, within those you care about and within your community. Celebrate together how far all of you have come in your healing journey and all that you have created. Unburden yourself of anything that no longer supports wellness, prosperity, positive relationships and well-being, and open the door for healing to occur. I'm hearing that for somebody it's like something to do with father, like maybe a toxic father, like the son of a toxic father, and that's what this person needs to heal from, like something to do with the childhood, or like toxic masculinity, something like this. You know, men don't cry, that sort of thing. Again, if you are female watching this reading or non-binary, it's okay. Just take it as it resonates. This could be somebody that you're dealing with, something that, you know, somebody needs help with perhaps, or it could just be different messages, like I say, for different people coming to the reading. Squirrel spirit, believe in yourself. Believe in me. I keep getting that Mr. Jones song. You have accumulated wisdom and experience and are surrounded by all you need. An abundance of resources is available to you through the generosity of spirit and all your hard work. Squirrel spirit shows up when you need reminding that the acorns you have gathered and stowed away have enormous potential to grow. So relax into knowing there is always enough, and you have what it takes to co-create the reality you want to experience. Through diligent preparation, you have gained wisdom and strength. How much potential you have. Believe in yourself, for spirit believes in you. I want you to know that you have enough and are enough. So it's that Mr. Jones song. Believe in me, believe in yourself, for spirit believes in you. Doesn't that truth make you feel safe and secure? It should, for you have everything you need right now. Okay. They just, I feel like sometimes I have like lewd guides. I heard something about nuts in the winter. I didn't get the full sentence, but it's something about nuts in the winter. That's how it came through. It's like making a bit of a lewd joke there. especially because you've got, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, guys, to those of you who, I'm sorry, but you've got 2 nuts and the snake. Something to do with male anatomy coming through. Absolutely, nuts in the winter. Okay. Okay, yeah, definitely a lewd guide. They're saying something like, where are you going to bury your nuts in the winter, Taurus? I'm so sorry, Taurus. Okay. Let's keep going. My back's going really hot again now. Okay, well, whoever you are whispering in my ear, you can behave yourself. Let's keep going. Can we get a less lewd message, please, for Taurus? Oh, well, I just wanted one, but thank you. The fates. The fates are with you. Yeah, divine guidance, destiny, serendipity here, luck being on your side. I feel like it really does feel like people have been through something. Like what you've been through, maybe it's unique to you. You know, everybody has their own story, but whatever you've been through, whether that be recent past or a long time ago, you are healing from it. I think you are starting to shake off those the emotional damage that somebody has done, and you're starting to believe in yourself again. And it may not be, you may normally be quite confident. Taurus is a very, very confident energy normally, or they appear to be very, very confident, but it could just be like one aspect of you know, one aspect of something that happened in the past that's kind of lingered with you, and I do feel like you're moving on from it. Serendipity, yeah, fate, luck being on your side, it's coming in with the fates. So there's a sense of I was picking up on kind of I've been getting a lot of number patterns again. It comes and goes, but you may be seeing like 111 or 4444. So repeating numbers, watch out for that. That could be the energy trying to guide you in a certain direction, or just kind of trying to give you a heads up, like pay attention. Something could be coming in, so just pay attention when you see repeating numbers. It could definitely be there. The observer, yeah, watch for the signs, watch for the signs, watch for the synchronicities. This is very much speaking to me about synchronicities. The universe, I think, is trying to guide you here. Where is it trying to guide you? So let's read these cards. So we've got number 18, that breaks down to a 9. So 9, yeah, you're coming to the end of a tough journey, I feel. That is the wrong book. That was Treasure Island I opened it to. Is it this book? Which book am I on? I feel like it's that book. Did I open it? What am I doing? Number 18. Did I open it to number 9 for some reason? Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to read the essential meaning from Treasure Island. The law of attraction, bringing dreams into fruition. The results of positive thinking made manifest. Abundance appearing if out of nowhere. Financial gains and the sharing of good fortune. So this is like believe in yourself, because when you believe in yourself, you can manifest and co-create with the universe and get the things that you want. So there's something there. If you always tell yourself negative things, if you have a negative mindset, a lack mindset, if you always think the worst will happen, then the worst will happen. So this is really like trusting yourself, trust the universe has got your back. Okay, 18, serendipity. Essential meanings: opportunity allied with readiness, the awareness of synchronicity, luck and good fortune appearing as signs and symbols, magical alignment of events. Okay, I was going to read the oracle message, but I'm really getting kind of guided to read the relationship message. So Spirit has a plan, and that plan is to place you in front of the right person at the right time. You have met or are about to meet somebody vitally important to your journey. Somebody Spirit wants to bring into your life. Only divine forces can plan this meeting. It is out of your hands. Pay attention to the signs Spirit presents. Okay, so yeah, I think there's a fated meeting on its way for you. Doesn't have to be romantic. It can just be somebody who is like right place at the right time. Like, oh no, I need a lawyer. Oh, it just so happens my dad's a lawyer, that kind of thing. So I'm hearing answer the. I think I'm hearing answer the question, but it could be the answer to the question. I think I'm hearing answer the question now. Somebody could be saying this to you. Answer the question. Answer the question. Okay, observer. You don't normally, I mean, maybe if you're in court, that's something different, but normally I don't think you have to provide anyone with answers. You know, your business is your business. You don't owe anyone anything normally. So if someone's demanding answers of you, sometimes it's actually better to say nothing. So unless you legally are obliged to answer, maybe don't. I think what's coming through is like, don't answer a question until you get legal advice, possibly if it's in a situation where there could be legalities involved. If you just say, I'll get back to you. Answer the question, I'll get back to you. I'm going to ask somebody for advice, I'll get back to you. You know, and if they keep demanding an answer there and then, it's probably that they're trying to get you, like I was picking up on that goading, like, you know, trying to provoke someone. It's like they're trying to get you to say something. Okay. 49, observer. Essential meaning, perspective, objectivity, neutral observation from a distance. Right, oracle message for this one. Most people see the world through a personal lens. They closely identify with their feelings and experiences, so much so that they come to believe that these are their only reality. There are times when you need distance in order to gain perspective and understand your circumstances more than from a more neutral vantage point. Now is one of those times in your life. This is a perfect moment for you to begin to do some exploring. Instead of only considering yourself, consider what you need to understand about the conditions, people, culture, and environment you're engaged with now. You'll be so happy you did. Illumination is the miracle you seek and will indeed find. So yes, this is like wood for the trees kind of thing. It's like perhaps you've got yourself, if you're in a very dramatic situation as well, if you've got a lot of people around you, you can have a lot going on in your own head, and it can be quite hard to think and see clearly. So this is almost like take a break from that situation, go into hermit mode, turn your phone off, just go off the radar for a little while to gain that bit of perspective. I feel like if this is connecting back to that original message that I intuitively got through the music, this is like when you're in an unhealthy relationship, but you can't tell because you're living moment to moment, especially if there's a lot of tension there, you know, a lot of walking on eggshells, and you've got a lot of responsibilities, it can be really, really hard to kind of have that moment to kind of process and gain clarity. So this is like, if you need to have a break from a relationship, even to kind of have a step back and really analyze what's going on, then that is a message there for somebody, if you were relating to those opening messages. If not, then it's just a case that you may need to step back from a situation and understand other people's view as well. It could come through as the person who has the addiction. When somebody has an addiction, it makes them completely unsympathetic to the needs of other people. All they care about is getting that next hit. Sorry, I've just Archangel Uriel there, the crown chakra. This is about divine wisdom, divine knowledge. It's the crown chakra opening up. It's all to do with the head, thoughts, thinking. So it's like, this is saying to me, because I didn't realize I was even shuffling, this is saying to me, talking about that clarity. It's like the universe is here helping you to get that clarity. 41 may be a significant number for somebody. I'm being told to keep it. That's apparently the card they want for you. In the underlying, a woman holding a coin, number 42. I'm just noticing a black cat. Noticing the black cat and the Chinese numbers. I think the Chinese could be Japanese numbers there. Or letters on the coin. I don't know, 41 and 42. These are very well shuffled, by the way, so there's a reason that those two numbers have come out. Together. I'm not sure what that woman holding a coin is trying to tell me there. I feel like she's trying to tell me something. I'm going to pull a card on her in a bit. 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. Spirit connections, intuition and inspiration. Right, something to do with the black cat. The beautiful angel Uriel, who's called the Fire of God, wears a brilliant crystal crown, I presume, vibrating with a passionate connection to the divine. She brings great power to your 7th energy center, which is called the crown chakra and is located at the top of your head. This card upright indicates an open and free-flowing channel of information and inspiration from the wonderful beings in the spirit world. This could also be a time of great intuition for you and guidance from your higher awareness, so allow yourself to quiet your mind and listen. Now is a great time to get connected. The assistance from Spirit is great, and whether it's the presence of an ascended master, a powerful angel like Uriel, or just a loving friend or family member in spirit, their love and willingness to assist is always there. They even open you to the Akashic Records or Alaya consciousness, Alaya, the storehouse of all information. This connection is open now, and you will find that your own spirit and the spirits of those around you will be able to provide the answers you seek and the blessings you desire and deserve. So this is just to kind of talk to you about my experience with my crown chakra. It started when I first started to kind of tune into whatever this is that I've tuned into. I didn't even do it on purpose. It just happened to me, and I had to look up what am I going crazy? What's going on? But it used to feel like somebody was like stroking my hair, but with nails like this. So it's like this feeling on the side of my head when I was trying to sleep. And I was like, a joke, I'd be like, oh, there's a ghost that strokes my head, but they're not very good at it. They do it with the nails. But yeah, now it feels like my entire skull opens up when I'm about to receive kind of a lot of intuitive messages. It's a very uncomfortable feeling. My natural urge is to kind of fight against it. And I have to kind of relax and allow it to happen. But I feel like one of the energies that comes in has, I don't like talking about this because it feels weirdly personal. One of the energies that comes in feels like somebody who had damage to the head. So an actual human, whether they were in a coma or whether they have passed on, but my instinct is that they were in a car crash and that they had damage to the right side of the head, a female. And I feel like that energy is connected to everything opening up for me. It sounds crazy. I know it sounds crazy, right? Crazy don't seem crazy anymore. I don't know what you're waiting for. But yeah. I want to know what the woman holding the coin wants to say. What do you want to say? Because you're really looking at me like you want to talk to me. Yeah, oh my God, look, underneath, I'm saying you want to tell me about something. Archangel Gabriel's underneath. Archangel Gabriel's is the throat chakra, talking about communications. So she's communicating something. Whoever this is, she wants to communicate something. Okay. Tell me what the woman holding a coin wants to communicate. This reading's took a weird turn. The Five of Air. Five of Air, love, and the Six of Air. The woman holding the coin, who I feel like could be somebody who has passed over and is communicating. This has took a weird turn, and I'm sorry, Taurus, this has took a really weird turn. And I only understand it. It sounds very, very, very strange. But I really feel like this person, this female energy, is trying to communicate through my crown chakra that they want somebody. I feel like this person is somebody, perhaps a mother on the other side, or somebody who loves somebody who's still living, and they're trying to support them. They want to tell somebody that there's been a lot of conflict, a lot of mental conflict, that they love them, that they're trying to give them strength, or to trust connections that are loving and that give them strength. Something to do with moving away from connections that deplete them towards connections that make them feel loved and secure and strong. And the Six of Air is about moving on, moving away from negative energy, moving away from conflict, moving away from things that make you feel anxiety, right? A lot of mental. See, she's literally holding the right side of her head, and she's almost covering her mouth. Okay, so something to do with. I feel like this person is somebody who couldn't communicate in words. Again, perhaps they were in a coma, so they're communicating through the crown chakra. And this is saying move on to places and situations that are better for you. And you've also got 6 and 6. Sixes are about equal relationships, equal give and take, equal fair and share, nostalgia for the past. I think this is about not seeing the past through rose-tinted glasses, seeing things clearly. So that's probably a message for one specific person. It could be that this person was a Taurus, with it being the woman holding a coin. It's very similar to the Queen of Pentacles for me. So that's earth energy, so she could be an earth sign. Doesn't have to be. She's probably someone who was, she really wants to communicate. She was probably someone who was very, very stable, very good at, she probably had quite a comfortable life. She probably was very good with money, perhaps savings, investments. Notice she has that flower as well at her throat chakra. Maybe her favourite colour was purple. Purple symbolises intuition and spirituality for me. Perhaps she was interested in spirituality. Perhaps she was very religious. Okay, that's everything that she wants to say, I think. But there's a need for patience in the situation, because there could be financial constraints. This reading took a weird turn. I thought I was going to have a handle. I thought I was going to have a handle on the readings today, and apparently not. Apparently not. Apparently they're just going to do whatever they want to do. So, but it does feel like I always ask for the most important message to come through that's going to do the most good, and she's very insistent. Okay, and again, I don't have any answers. I just literally, I can't tell you which God to believe in. I can't tell you which religion is right, or if any religion is right. I can't tell you what to do with your life. I'm just a person. But I do feel like I said, things started happening like without me asking for it, without me knowing what it was, and I had to look up what these things were that were happening. So I really feel like my job here is just to communicate what comes through, and then your job is to interpret it, decide if it's for you, and disregard it if it's not. Okay, I'm just going to shut up and keep pulling cards. Snake Spirit, what do you want to say about Snake Spirit? Can I get one card ideally, please, for Snake Spirit? Time to heal. One card for Snake Spirit. See how crazy it is. Like, no, we all want to talk. Yeah, I don't know what's giving me the messages. I don't know if it's my own brain. I don't know if it's aliens. I don't know if it's spirit guides. I don't know if it's angels. I don't know if it's the universe. I don't know where this is coming from. Just as a disclaimer, I don't know, but the way this feels to me is that this is somebody who's passed on, who wants to communicate. Just going to say what comes through. Seven of Earth, this is something that you're working on. This is something that takes time. Again, you have that patience card, time to heal. It's not something that happens overnight. You know, you don't go to bed, rub your skin off, and then like emerge like brand new and ready for the next day. It's something that you're putting work into. You're sowing the seeds of change. You're putting a plan into action, and it's going to bear fruit in the end. So trust the plan, trust the process, trust that this is something you're doing step by step. And you're going to get there. The Seven of Earth has a huge amount of potential. It's like the work you put in will pay off in the long run. So even if you're not seeing, it's winter now, so even if whatever you've been putting work into, you're not seeing the evidence of it yet, you're not seeing those, like, what they call sprouts. They're showing me, like, the tiny little, like, tiny little leaves that first poke out of the ground. I want to say sprouts, but I don't think it's the right word. Shoots. So if you're not seeing the shoots yet, it's just something to do with divine timing. The work you're doing, it will pay off, but there's a sense of like, it's got to be the right time, it's got to be the right season. Serendipity, tell me about serendipity in the fates, please. What would you like to communicate about serendipity in the fates? Three of Fire. Yeah, look, this is, again, it's like that moving on. Somebody's made a decision and they're waiting to take action. This is a card about waiting for your ships to come in. So again, yeah, it's divine timing, exactly what I was saying, right? So putting the seeds in, you've been putting work into something, trying to make some sort of change. You're not seeing the results yet. And it's funny as well, look, that almost looks like a little, it's a four-leaf clover, but it's like, that's the sprout, right? So when it's the right time, when it's divine timing, when it's the fated time, and everything's lining up when the synchronicities are right, okay, it's like 70 degrees of separation, or like domino effect of one person will do something over here, another person will do something over here, you're doing something here, and then when everything is ready and perfectly aligned, the universe will go, boom, it's time. And then you're going to see the results of the work you've been putting in. And that's kind of what this is, that you know, waiting for your ships to come in. Not quite seeing the results yet, but knowing that you're going somewhere. So why is the observer here? Again, the observer is sat underneath this woman holding the coin. So tell me about the observer and the woman holding a coin. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Look at this, Taurus. This is what a Taurus wants to see, because, you know, Taurus, you can very much be about money, career, material things. In terms of stability and feeling like you're secure, feeling like you have what you need. So here it is. This is everything paying off for you. So I feel like somebody's been watching you. Somebody's been watching the work that you've been doing, watching the effort you've been putting in. And they see the woman holding a coin, if she's not some kind of spirit guide trying to talk through my brain, through my skull. What she can also mean is this could be like a boss or a career woman, somebody who can offer you an opportunity. This is somebody who can unlock doors for you. So I feel like for those of you who haven't lost somebody in a car crash, perhaps, this is somebody who has their eye on you. They've been seeing the work you've been putting in, and when the time is right, I feel like they're going to offer you some sort of opportunity, or they're going to unlock some sort of door. It could even be you, Taurus. This could be you sat there watching somebody else putting the work in, about to make an offer to them. But the 10th of Earth to me is saying that perhaps you've been trying to do something on your own, or somebody's been trying to do something on their own, but it's like this divine timing, right? It was talking about meeting someone at the right place in the right time. It's like you're going to have the skills to be able to kind of combine forces in some way to make some kind of contract, perhaps, and it's going to lead to a huge amount of potential and growth in terms of tangible, practical things. 10 of Earth is like everything that you could need on a practical, tangible level, or having at least the tools that you need to create a lot of wealth, but it is talking about working with others or sharing it with others, but I would feel like sharing it with others would be the 6 of Pentacles. So this is more like a lot of success working with somebody else or a group of other people. What would the Archangel, why is the Archangel Uriel here, please? Archangel Uriel, would the Archangel Uriel like to communicate anything? Temptation. This is the Devil card. Okay, what this is saying to me today, glad that Archangel Uriel is here to interpret that immediately for me, is, there could be definitely something to do with money as well. Don't be lured in by like shiny gold things. Make sure whatever you're putting into, whatever work you're putting into, whatever you're putting effort into, make sure it nourishes you back. Make sure there's equal give and take there. Again, it's like, it's looking like testicles. There's something to do with sex here. It's like, don't lose focus. Don't be distracted from your goals. It feels like it could also be self-doubt. Like, don't doubt yourself. It's really coming back to this kind of phallic energy over here. For some of you, it's like, oh, God's sake. I'm sorry, I don't know what's going on with my intrusive messages today. They're giving me a death thing from Minecraft. In Minecraft, it can be quite hard to find diamonds. And you have to be, there's good things to spend your diamonds on, to craft with your diamonds, and things that are kind of useless to use your diamonds on. So I'm sorry, to those who are a bit sensitive, but the phrase is, you can make a hoe for farming, right? And you don't really need a diamond hoe. So the quote is, don't waste your diamonds on a hoe. So somebody is definitely a little bit prone to sexual temptation, perhaps wants to buy somebody very expensive gifts in order to kind of show their worth. Perhaps they don't value themselves. Something to do with like self-doubt and self-worth as well. So it's like sex and self-worth and money is the way it's coming through. So it's like somebody who's like, I don't feel like I have anything to offer. If it was just myself and I didn't have any money, like I wouldn't have anything to offer. I don't feel like I'm particularly attractive. I don't feel like I'm a particularly good person. Like, what would I have to offer in this relationship? So they perhaps overspend, give too many gifts. They're quite extravagant because they're almost trying to buy love. But there's something to do with being manipulated through sex as well. So somebody needs to hear that. Again, this reading is not going to be for everybody. It's the most important. My heart just pulled. It's the most important message that's going to come through. Noticing how many angels are showing up now as well. You've got these angel wings here, these angel wings here, these angel wings here. This person has almost wings on the head. And I was talking about seeing a lot of different birds. Somebody perhaps is seeing a lot of different birds, if you get my meaning. Okay, so Archangel Gabriel. Empress, there we go. It's like, oh, beautiful. What a beautiful card to follow what I was just saying. The Three of Earth there. It's like Three of Earth is like, this could be someone at work that I'm about to talk about. It's somebody, could be somebody you met through work, or somebody who will work really well with you. Something, you're getting strongly something here about working as part of a team. The Empress card with Archangel Gabriel. Gorgeous. So if somebody has perhaps been swimming around in that dating pool, perhaps trying to buy love with expensive gifts, wasting the diamonds on the hose, right? It's like this is the perfect person. This is the one. This is, could be getting communication from, right, okay, a couple of different messages. So for some of you, this is probably this woman holding a coin. Very, very very expansive energy, a lot of opportunity here. This is somebody who is very much in control of their own life, very, very stable. They've got all the tools they need to make things happen. They're a very supportive energy as well. Both the Queen of Pentacles and the Empress in the upright, they're both very, very supportive. There's a lot of growth and opportunity with these people. They're very, very nurturing. The sort of people who would make very, very nurturing and practical mothers, for example. Doesn't have to be. For others of you, it could be some sort of boss figure, some kind of opportunity here that is going to offer a huge amount of growth and potential if you team up with this person. For others of you, this is you. The Empress is both Taurus and Libra. You've also got the Devil card here, which would be Capricorn. So could have these elements to your sign, could be dealing with these people that you don't have to be. But the Empress is the Taurus card. So for some of you, this could be you, whether you identify as male, female, or non-binary. The Empress says that you're stepping into an energy where you have everything you need to take control of your own life, to put destiny into your own hands, to really step up and kind of make your dreams a reality. You don't need anyone else to do this. Yes, there can be other people who come into your life who you can work very, very well with as part of a team, but there's no codependency. You're very, very, very strong by yourself. It's kind of like ultimate feminine energy on earth. She's all four queens of the tarot. So for some of you, this is like you can manifest your own abundance. There may be something you need to speak about. You may have to speak up, speak your truth. It's like if you've been sat there in the conference room feeling like, perhaps as well, especially if you are a female and you are in a very competitive environment where there's a lot of men, you can sometimes feel a little bit like, maybe I shouldn't speak right now, something like this. Perhaps you feel shouted over. This is you coming into your power, sitting there very, very firmly, very, very confidently saying, this is what I want. These are my terms. This is how it's going to happen. You don't have to do it in an aggressive way. You don't have to do it in a confrontational way. But you're coming into it in your full power, communicating what you need to communicate. Very, very strong energy, Taurus, for some of you. For others of you, this could definitely be a love interest, but it's like if you've been biting a lot of apples, if you've been wasting your Taurus, you're a sign that is very, very you're a very profitable sign. You are very good with career and tangible things. So you could definitely be putting a lot of investment into certain people, whether this is sexual or not, I feel. Whether this is like trying a lot of different lovers. I'm hearing trying lovers on for size in the Show Me a Glove, so ew. I don't know who that guide is. They are very lewd. But, oh God. Sorry, my hand's going cold now. And it's so funny, Taurus, because sometimes I don't get anything through you. You're probably the sign that is, I always feel the least intuitive with. I always feel like you're so practical, you're so about tangible things. So it's very rare for me to get a lot of intuitive messages or to feel completely hooked up to the universe. So I don't know what's going on in your reading today, but feel like very much like I'm being pulled in a lot of different directions spiritually. Yeah, so this is like the one though. This is the person who, when you invest in this person, they give back. There's a huge amount of growth and potential and abundance with this person. This is the relationship that can go somewhere and stand the test of time. So take it as it resonates and leave it if it doesn't. Okay, if you notice the blip there, I just paused to glug some coffee. This person could be very gifted with communication skills. They could work in communication, but they're going to be very, very good about speaking the truth and communicating things. Okay, right, let's get the best advice we can for you. Taurus, best advice we can for Taurus, please. All those coming to the Taurus reading today. Thank you, gorgeous. Very, very, again, very much like, this is what I want to say, right? Don't let your past hold you back. Exactly. Shed a South Node as well. Go and check out what your South Node is on that. On the link down below, there's a link to a site called astrology.cafe or astronomy cafe, and you can go and input your details of your birth and it will give you your birth chart. It's unique to you, based on your location, your time, all the information you can put in about where you were born. If you only know one or two things like your date of birth, you can put that in too, and it will still give you quite a lot of information. It does give you a huge amount of information, but maybe just go and find out what your South Node is. The South Node is things that feel wrong to you. So whatever sign it is. So for example, for me, my South Node is in Capricorn. So I always feel a lot of kind of guilt about being perhaps selfish in terms of like material things. I always feel very guilty about it. I always feel like I don't deserve praise. I always feel like I don't deserve a good career and things like this. I always feel very, very uncomfortable with kind of career path and things like this. So it's like, what feels wrong to you, what is outside of your comfort zone. So yeah, definitely go and find out. Don't let your past hold you back. South Node, go and check what that is, because that could be really, really interesting and helpful to you in terms of spiritual growth. North Node is comfort zone, so where you feel most secure and comfortable and like it feels like it comes naturally to you. Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. Let's find out what this has to say. New moon in Aquarius. Aquarius is actually all to do with healing. They're the star card in the tarot. So yeah, some of you are definitely going through this healing process of something from the past. Don't let your past hold you back. If some of you have, they just went prison to me. Some of you may have something on your criminal record, perhaps from the past, something, you could have got into a fight when you were like 20 or something like this, and perhaps it's on your record. It's like, don't let it hold you back. A message coming through about, now I don't know what is available and what isn't available. I don't know the court system of every single country, but perhaps if there's some kind of strike on your criminal record and you feel like it holds you back, it counts against you when you try to go to, like, I feel like this is for one person, by the way, when you go to like apply for jobs, it's like, oh, what's this strike against you? Is there any way you can clear that? Is there any way you could kind of is there any kind of system in place where perhaps you could get that taken off if you do a certain amount of community work or something like that? Look into it. Maybe, again, somebody could come into your life who is good at like a solicitor or something that you could speak to. Find out, is there any way to get that taken off your criminal record? It may be easier to do than you expect. Again, it depends, again, what country you're in. Different countries have different laws, but there's something being communicated to me about some sort of strike against you from the past, and the opportunity to perhaps clear that. I feel like it's probably just for one person. Really weird reading today, Taurus. What are you doing? Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. Aquarius is all about progress and modernity. So it is the time to move forward. Just to kind of note, Saturn, who is the big fatherly planet who teaches us really tough life lessons, and a Jupiter, which is the planet of luck and abundance, are both moving into Aquarius from Capricorn, where they've been sat for a few years now, this month on the 17th and the 19th of December. On the 21st of December, they come into alignment in Aquarius. So you could really feel like your luck is changing, especially if you've learned those tough life lessons of Saturn in Capricorn. So Aquarius is all about progress and modernity. So this is the time to move forward. The new moon in Aquarius means no looking back. No looking back. Don't let your past hold you back. Like, shed that skin. Change is on its way, and it could come quickly. Whether you get the change you want depends both on whether you believe that you can have it. Believe in me, because we all need something to believe in. It keeps coming through, something about belief, and how much you're relying on others to bring it to you. This card comes with the suggestion that you may need to do things independently on your own, but be loving and not too pragmatic. So yeah, Taurus, very, very pragmatic sign. Be very, very loving, but there is some kind of connection here. You've got the Three of Earth, the Ten of Pentacles, which both talk about making a connection with other people. This woman holding a coin, which could potentially be talking about this almost like fated meeting here. So the Empress, though, is very, very independent. She can work with others, but she doesn't have to be. So there's something to do with... It's strange because there's a conflict coming through here where it's like it's encouraging you to kind of work with others or make connections with others somehow. And it's shown as the Ten of Pentacles, not the Nine of Pentacles, which does say this is in partnership with other people. So I'm not too sure what exactly is going on there. And I'm not going to give you answers if I don't have the answers. There's a conflict there, and I'm quite happy to say that. Time may be of the essence when this card comes up. It may be that you're leaving a situation, a workplace, a relationship where you felt very, very codependent. You felt very much like you were investing in things that weren't investing back in you. You may have started some kind of investment here, it could even be working independently, but there is a need here to kind of collaborate with others in some sort of form. I feel like you're finding independence. It could be like maybe you were raising the kids. Maybe you were the person who was raising the kids, and you had your partner was the one who went out to work and made all the money. This is like perhaps you've been doing something that's a hobby, and it's starting to pay off now. You're starting to be able to create some kind of independent business, but you may need to get some kind of financial advisors or some kind of solicitors involved who can help you with any kind of fine print, with the side of the business that perhaps you're not quite sure on, accountant, something like this. That could be what's going on. Aquarius energy has an electric feel to it. Certainly there is a sense of that you need to let go of the past and move towards your future as soon as possible. Attuned to the moon. Explore the idea that it is not what you know, but whom you know. I need to sneeze. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Taurus. Additional meanings for this card. You need to be more detached from the situation. You need to be more detached from this situation. That's what it said, right? Take a step back, take a step out of the box. Oh, thinking outside the box will bring the solution. More pragmatism is called for. Improve your karma by doing some charitable work. Oh my God, improve your karma by doing some charitable work. Didn't I say that? And it could be like, it's kind of like something to do with offsetting a strike against you through doing charitable work. So it could be perhaps you do have something on your CV that's like, oh, oops, I accidentally got naked in public when I was 21 and got some kind of citation. I don't know. What can you do? Like, so say you went to a job interview, you can say, yes, I was very, very silly on that day. It's unfortunate, but I didn't do anything that was particularly harmful. I just got a bit too silly. I regret it. I've learned from it. I'm not like that now. Some time has passed. But also here, look, I do all this volunteer work. I do this charity work. So there's something to do with offsetting some sort of strike against you from the past with something that is... there's something to that for somebody. Right, okay, Taurus, what a messy reading. And I'm going to be honest, I am not happy with that reading. It felt very, very messy. It felt very lewd. It felt like I was crazy in that reading with everything that's coming through. And I don't want to come across as being I don't want to come across as being crazy because I'm quite aware of how this all sounds, right? I'm aware that this makes me sound like I'm going bonkers when I'm talking about people opening my skull and giving me messages because somebody died or they were in a coma. I understand that makes me sound absolutely bonkers. But I trust, you know, on a day-to-day basis, I'm actually very, very normal. You know, people who know me might disagree. But I do feel like I'm getting all this stuff for a reason. I don't feel like I'm crazy. I'm doing that King Lear thing of let me not be mad. I feel like this is coming through for a reason. I do feel like it's like my purpose to kind of communicate whatever I get through, even if it's absolutely bonkers. Perhaps even though it seems off the wall to me as the person saying all this stuff, I'm like, this sounds crazy, this makes me sound crazy. But to you, or to the people who are coming to this reading, someone out there is probably like, oh my goodness, that is exactly my story, word for word, you know, ticking all the boxes. That is like creepy, because people tell me that, people are like, that is exactly my story. So I don't want to put this up because I think it makes me sound bonkers, but I'm going to put it up and somebody's probably going to turn around and be like, yep, that was my story, exactly. So there we go. I am going to try and get out of your energy because I do feel like I'm not quite at the crazy doesn't seem crazy anymore. I don't know what you're waiting for stage from the vapors. I'm still in, I'm in love with the psycho. So do take care. Leave me a like if you like. Don't share this one with friends because I don't want them to think I'm absolutely off the wall, batshit crazy. Yeah, Taurus, best of luck with that. I'll see you again soon. Bye bye, guys.